Welcome everybody to Sports Evolution Radio. I'm your host, Nick Sundberg. This is my co-host, Darvin Navarrete. We're here with you on Wednesday, day after Christmas, welcoming you, saying happy holidays, happy early new year, happy everything, woo, all that good stuff.
Happy Hanukkah.
Hey, happy everything.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's been about 2 weeks since our last show. Just wanted to say hi. And thanks for watching, listening, however you're hearing this right now. So, let's get it started.
First of all,
go ahead.
Cowboy Week. Let's just say
it's
that.
Dallas Week.
It's Dallas Week. I mean, this is a beautiful thing, guys. It's Washington Redskins are playing the Dallas Cowboys in the last game. Let me just tell you, this city has been crazy. Not just this week, people, but for the past 6 weeks, these guys were 3-6, and since then they've gone on a winning streak. It's pretty awesome. So let's just start off by saying how exciting is it to be a Washington Redskins fan right now during these guys' just amazing winning streak. So hail to the Redskins! Dallas Week. We're gonna get these guys. But yeah, we got tons in store with you guys. We're gonna talk a little Pro Bowl, Rookie of the Year. There's three main names out there, and of course we're gonna get into the game. But first, to start off with, having a little fun. Let's do that. Now, Nick, we were talking about the story here. Have you seen the movie Homeward Bound?
Yeah, I watched. I think there were 3 of them, and I saw all 3. They were.
Did you really?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I saw the first one like 20 times when I was a kid.
Okay, who was your favorite dog? Was it the Golden Retriever? I forget his name.
No, it was
or
like,
Chance.
It was Chance for sure.
Chance was a rascal. I like what was it? The cat was named Sassy. All right, people.
Yeah.
See, you didn't know you were gonna get Homeward Bound, like names and everything.
Oh yeah, we're dropping knowledge on you right now.
So, but there's a story out here that there was a dog that was lost, and he was blind apparently.
Yeah.
He got lost in Alaska. Alaska of all places. Now, Nick, you know, if you go to my backyard, you're not going to see much. If you go to a backyard in Alaska, there's going to be wolves. There's going to be all kinds of
Polar
crazy
bears,
animals.
Eskimos.
And you're blind? So if you're a blind dog, what are you doing? What are you doing in Alaska, Nick?
Being upset at my owners, 1. 2, probably falling through the ice somewhere and freezing and drowning. Not finding my way back to my owners like this dog did. He definitely pulled a Homeward Bound, and I don't know how. Blind, lost dog, all the way back to his owners in Africa. From Alaska to Africa, ladies and gentlemen. No, from in Alaska. Crazy.
Did you read? I read a little bit. Apparently, the way that this dog was found, he was missing for 6 days. He got found by a dog team, I guess a sledding team of dogs that were on their way, and the dog, like, they found him, and he joined into followed these guys back, and he ended up coming off of the track, and then the vet and the people, the racer guy found the tag and brought him guy. But that's how they found this guy, the team, and he attached to the dang team.
I wonder how he got so lost in the first place.
Okay, how blind can he really be? Let me just start there. He's not totally blind. There's no way he could be totally blind. I mean, he ate. He followed the dog's back. That's called a Christmas success story.
Right?
Let me just tell you.
Sure. Jeez.
Do you want a dog, by the way?
Yeah, but I can't deal with shedding and cleaning, and I travel back and forth from here in Phoenix, so traveling with a dog would be a big pain, so I've just refrained.
So you're saying that if I ever needed you to watch my bloodhound that drools like a crazy, you're not going to watch her?
All over the place? No, not a chance.
Oh, she's ridiculous.
Not a chance.
Yeah, I think Obama did it right. I wouldn't want a poodle, but I think those poodles are like non-shedding poodles, you know what I mean?
Big ones?
Those are like non-allergenic and
yeah, my mom has 2 mini Maltese because she's allergic to everything, so she, because those are like human hair. The hair that Maltese have is like human hair, I guess. So she's not allergic to them, and they don't shed. Oh, greatest thing ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
what kind of dog would you have?
Husky, for sure.
Oh, I love huskies.
I was
told huskies don't shed
mastiff.
that much.
Big giant mastiff.
You know that?
Yeah, until
Mastiffs are beautiful.
Until it's hot in Phoenix and their entire coat comes off.
Have you ever seen a Presa Canario?
I've seen them.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to a Mastiff, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful dogs.
Yeah.
The gray-blue ones with blue eyes.
Yeah,
oh
a buddy of mine's got a Pit Bull Mastiff mix, and her name's Rose. She is just gorgeous. Love her.
Huh.
But I was working a Christmas tree lot before I got picked up in Baltimore, actually, my rookie year, and this guy comes in and bought this giant, like 16-foot tree. So I helped him carry it out to his giant F-350 lifted truck. You know, the thing was 20 inches higher than it was supposed to be, and he opens the bed, or we're walking out there, and I turn around, going, I got the big base, and there's like 3 of us carrying it, and I'm walking out, and I turn around, and there's this I look up, you know, at the tailgate, and there's this giant dog. I mean, just sitting there in the bed of the truck, and I was like, like it scared me. And so the guy's like, oh, don't worry about it. Opens the tailgate, he just snaps his fingers, dog hops down, sits on the ground. We put the tree in, snaps his fingers again, dog hops back up with the tree, puts the tailgate up. I'm like, wow, that is the most well-behaved dog I've ever seen in my life. I mean, but the thing reminded me of Sandlot. What was the dog's name?
Beast. No.
Beast.
Was it Beast?
Was it Beast?
Was it the Beast?
They called it
yeah,
the
yeah,
Beast. I was thinking Killer.
Pretty much.
Killer Beast. Yeah, I mean, remember that movie?
Yes.
Sorry. A little movie reference there, I'm a quoter. But, I mean, ever since then I've wanted a Mastiff, but I'm not stable enough in one place to be able to have a dog, so I haven't let myself.
All right, so one of these days, if you get a
Someday
Mastiff, people, you know what to get
proud
them in.
dog owner.
So, by the way, sportsevolutionradio.com. That's where you can go and watch this video. Watch I think our last show we had Redskins kicker Kai Forbath in here, which was awesome. So please check us out.
By the way, who just set the record this past week for the most consecutive kicks made to start a season at 17 in a row? He beat out kid in New Orleans. Oh man, whatever. And the ball that he kicked.
Was it Hartley?
It was Garrett Hartley. The ball that he kicked to beat the record, number 17, is actually going to the Hall of Fame.
Dude, how exciting is it to be... I mean, how many... So far, I guess those 2, but still, that's pretty awesome. Robert's jersey and shoes made it to the Hall of Fame a couple of weeks ago when he broke that record. You have Alfred Morris that's very close to breaking records right now. Maybe no, those are Redskins records. He's thinking he's breaking. And then Kai. I mean, it's been an awesome. Last year we had D'Angelo Hall with those interceptions against the Bears. That was
2 years ago.
So it's pretty. Was it 2 years ago already?
Yeah.
Wow. But nevertheless, congratulations to Kai. I know I tweeted him.
No big deal.
That's pretty awesome. It's amazing.
But the ball that I snapped is going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Really?
Well, yeah. It's the ball that you kicked.
So are you going to go visit at some point and show the kids?
No, actually, I was just talking to him today about it, and he said that they're only going to keep it for like a month and then send it back.
Why?
I don't know.
How many people are they going to...
You know what I mean?
Everything? Or just the ball?
No, the ball. They're only going to keep
his jersey there.
No, they gave him his jersey. Well, he has his jersey.
So the only thing that is getting sent is the ball?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kind of strange.
That is very strange.
You think they take like his shoe too, and his jersey?
You would think. Size 8.5? By the way, he's giving it away. I don't think he has yet.
He hasn't yet because I think he just got over 10,000 followers. But did he say 15,000 or 12,000?
15.
When Kai Forbath at Kai Forbath on Twitter gets to 15,000 followers, he's giving away his kicking shoe from the very first field goal that he made here. Well, actually, probably like the first 10 that he made here. So if you're not following him, give him a follow on Twitter. And when he gets to 15,000 followers, he's gonna ask a question. And the first person to answer back with the right answer is going to get that cleat. Kai Forbath, at Kai Forbath, it's Forbath on Twitter.
Nick Sundberg.
At Nick Sundberg.
Darwin Sports. I know you're getting close. You're getting at like over 5,500, huh?
I'm still under 55, but I'm up there now.
Yeah.
Good old Grant Paulson gave me a shout out the other night. And it jumped me up like 400 follars that night.
That's pretty nice.
Right?
I need to make better friends with the Grant.
I know.
I know he doesn't like ham, so I got to get him some chicken. SportsEvolutionRadio.com. Again, check us out.
And follow us on Twitter at SportsEvoRadio.
Yes.
Give us a like on Facebook. It's just search for Sports Evolution Radio on Facebook and you'll find us.
And since we're talking everything other than football, let me just throw this out there. PickFactor.com. Check it out. There's 4 days left in the Washington Redskins team signed ball. Nick Sundberg, Robert Griffin III, Alfred Morris, Kerrigan, you name it. These guys got together and they signed this ball, which is really special. And most importantly, the ball, you bid on this at a charity auction. It's to raise money for the Hurricane Sandy victims. And all the money is going to go towards the Red Cross for the Hurricane Sandy victims. So again, check it out, pickfactor.com, or the direct link I believe is pickfactor.com/auction. So go ahead, 4 days left. Please place your bid. And again, thank you for getting that done for us.
How about this? So another kind of awesome story actually. It's bowl season right now. You know, college football's going on. I participated in 4 bowl games in my career. They're a lot of fun. I mean, you spend a whole week in a new city, hopefully a new city. My senior year, we played in the Emerald Bowl, which is in San Francisco, so it really wasn't far from Berkeley. It was right across the bay, and we practiced at our own field. But we actually stayed in a hotel in San Francisco. You know, got a little bit of a different experience. But my other 3 were in Dallas, Fort Worth. We were in San Diego, and we were in Vegas. So, I mean, four pretty awesome areas if you had San Francisco. And I mean, bowl games are a lot of fun. You get a ton of clothes and gear and bowl prizes or gifts, I guess. You know, you get a watch, and a lot of times it's the cool new electronic things. Some of the bowl games give out gift cards. I know they do Best Buy gift cards, and so they're a lot of fun. But I can't remember the kid's name, but I just heard the story earlier today, kind of in passing on the news. Kid he got a $470 or something like that. I don't know why it's such an exact number. It's not 500 or 450, but took his $470 gift card to Best Buy and took 6 kids on a shopping spree there and let them pick out pick out whatever they wanted for Christmas, things like that. How awesome is that? You know, a lot of kids,
Regular kid.
Regular kids.
Yeah,
not like
a regular kid did that.
Yeah, well, no, plays for whatever school's in this bowl game.
That's awesome.
So, you know, most kids, especially when I was in school, I mean, I was excited to get whatever we got, but I was spending it on myself. Like, I didn't, I'd call me selfish, I guess, but I wouldn't even think of doing it like that. You know, it just says a lot about, I guess, some of the kids coming up right now and the character that some of them possess. It was really nice to see.
About time.
You know?
Well, I'm sure that happens all the time. You just don't hear the good stuff, unfortunately. But I'm glad that you hear about this. Because we really need that right now, man. For sure. I don't even want to get into that, but that dude that just went, the firefighters, that's just, people are crazy. Yeah. There's all kinds of madness in the world. But whatever, guys. We're not talking about those things here. Let's go ahead and one last thing before we get into a little bit of football, and that is holiday movie. Oh my gosh! Everyone was home watching. I'm sure at some point every kind of marathon. There's the 24 Hours of Christmas Story.
Ugh, worst movie.
Which I absolutely love. Let me just tell you, I gotta watch it at least once. I watched that. I watched Santa Claus, I believe, twice or 2 or 3 times.
I watched Santa Claus once.
I watched Elf. I mean, I watched it all. So
I watched Elf like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, it was on 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What is your favorite holiday movie?
It's easily Home Alone. But I watched them both, Home Alone and Home Alone 2, this holiday. Man, Home Alone 2 is a real close second.
It is.
Real close second. I mean, it's an excellent movie. Excellent movie.
It is.
But I gotta go with Home Alone 1.
I love Home Alone 2 because of the whole New York setting, you know? New York City. I just love Christmas in New York City. Like, I didn't experience it. I think it's cool, like the whole Rockefeller and the Christmas tree and the ice skating. I like that stuff. And the snowing and the pigeon lady.
Yeah. I want to go to that toy store.
FAO? I wonder if it's still there.
That one wasn't FAO. That was...
Who? Oh, you're right, it wasn't.
But it was basically FAO.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was whatever his name was.
Yeah.
So, Home Alone, number 1. The first Home Alone is hands down your favorite.
Hands down. I go watch it all year long. I do watch it all year long. Every single time it's on, I watch it and I own it and watch it all the time. It's kind of obsessive. I
was craving it, actually, one of these days where it wasn't on, and it was on for $2.99 on demand.
You bought it?
Yes. Because I really wanted it. I really wanted it.
Right?
I also got Ted. Have you seen Ted?
Oh, I've seen Ted.
What do you think about Ted?
I think it's hilarious.
Ted, I saw Ted for the first time 2 weeks ago.
So funny.
I rent on demand. I did it again last night on demand, or 2 nights ago, and again last night because I have it for 48 hours.
Yeah.
I love Ted. There's a picture of me and Ted out there nowadays. We had an awesome night. There's an app that you can get.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were talking about. That's really funny.
But I'm late to the show. Absolutely love Ted.
Yeah, hilarious movie.
Alright, so let's get into this. Again, sportsevolutionradio.com. Check us out, sportsevolutionradio.com. Watch this show tomorrow. And let's start with
Rookie of the Year.
please.
So right now, top 4 voting in Rookie of the Year, you've got Andrew Luck, Robert Griffin III, Trent Richardson, and our boy Alfred Morris. So you got the 1, 2, 3 picks, and then this little guy over here who was drafted in the 6th round, just tearing things up right now, tearing it up. Who do you think should get it?
Alfred Morris, RG3, and what?
Andrew Luck and Trent Richardson.
Andrew Luck and Trent Richardson. Don't forget Russell Wilson. He's in that talk.
A little bit, but not nearly as much as the other guys.
You know, I really... I'm going with Robert. Here's my thing with Andrew Luck. I know Andrew Luck, you know, everyone talks about how impressive he is right now because of his winning streak and because of what he's done with the team coming.
Well,
this team coming from behind.
Like 2 wins,
yeah.
to 10-5 right now, or you know.
That and I understand that and all, but you know, with his whole touchdown interception ratio, you know, I don't see that story as like, wow, I feel really bad. Like he's thrown 24, 25.
No, I thought it was. I think it's less than 20, but it's still a lot.
It's really bad.
I mean, compared to Robert's 5.
It's really, really bad. And so, like you know,
yeah, he's thrown for more yards, but Robert's rushed for more yards.
Everything.
Robert has 5 touchdowns.
I don't feel bad for that story. I really don't. I don't feel bad that that team was way behind and this and that, because God knows what I've experienced as a Redskins fan. We've been struggling for quite some time. We didn't have a lot of pieces together. Look at all the injuries that went down. On our defensive side.
The year before last year, they were a phenomenal team with Peyton.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you remove the Hall of Fame quarterback, and they were god awful. Then you put in a first overall pick quarterback, and they're decent again. So I don't think it says as much about Andrew as it does about their coaching staff. And I know it's semi-different coaching staff, but because of the interim and stuff like that. But it says a lot about their coaching staff, their scouting department, things like that, who've built this team over the past however many years. I'm going to go ahead and disagree with you though, and say that Alfred should win it.
Really?
Hands down, 100%. Every single vote should go to Alfred.
You know who says that? By the way, Mr. Darryl Green. We had a meeting with him, and he was saying, hands down, Darryl Green, the MVP for the Washington Redskins for this season is Alfred Morris. 100%, hands down.
I agree.
Why?
I agree. Quite a few reasons. Number one, he's almost at 1,500 rushing yards this year. He's I can't say he's an every down back. He's becoming an every down back, but he's a 20 to 25 carry game, pound it out. I'm gonna fight. I get hit 3 yards in the backfield, and I still manage to get a yard or two, or to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. Make something happen. He makes guys miss. He runs through guys. He is becoming. He's getting better at catching the ball out of the backfield. He had some pretty crappy hands to start the year, but just because he never did it in college. I just think the 6th round pick says it all. You've got your 3 of the, we'll say, top 4, because I'm putting Russell Wilson in number 5. 3 out of the top 4 were drafted 1, 2, 3. Then you've got Alfred, 6th round. Nobody thought about him. I mean, how was he like the 200th pick or something? 199 guys go before him. Like, that's unreal. And he's absolutely tearing it up, And I think, yes, we have a zone run scheme where guys succeed in that and things like that, but this man has absolutely put in work this year. Put in work. Now, my number 2 is Robert, and here's why I don't have Trent in that list either. Yeah, the man's rushed for 11 touchdowns. That's awesome, but he's only got 900 rushing yards, or 950 or something like that. He hasn't even broken 1,000 in 16 games, or in 15 games. Come on.
He's a beast.
Yeah, you play for a team who's been down a lot, so you throw the ball, but still, you haven't. Come on. I just think Alfred has done more for our team than any of the. Yes, Robert has done a lot too, but I think Alfred has set up Robert to be successful. If we did not have Alfred, Robert would not be as successful as he is.
Vice versa, absolutely. That is the
100%.
That is the key to both those guys' successes.
Yeah,
absolutely, they are each other's key.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Alfred. I mean, who we have not only in one season. Not only did the Washington Redskins get a franchise quarterback, but they got a franchise running back.
Yeah.
You know, and Evan Royster. I like Evan. You know, he broke all-time leading rusher at Penn State, and he did really good job with the opportunities. But it's night and day in the sense that what you
they're
see.
They're two
different backs.
completely different
They are
backs. Completely different backs.
But like but still like. All these guys, Evan also got his opportunity to be the guy. I feel like, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Alfred got the opportunity, didn't expect to get it, and really took off and hasn't looked back. And that's just the whole difference between those. Any other guy that really has come through here for quite some time. This season has been pretty awesome.
I think it also says a lot that, I mean, you got 31 other teams that look at this guy now and go, oh man, we missed. You know what I mean? Like, we made a mistake. We completely devalued Alfred Morris. I mean, when you look at it that way, I mean, there are 31 teams that can say, oh, we didn't have a shot at getting Robert, but if he fell to us, we would have taken him. You know, or whoever, you know, whatever, you know. None of them, or all of them, say, gosh, we missed. You know, we made a mistake not picking up Alfred Morris. Because what a beast he is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think above and beyond all the other guys, he should win it. Especially because, I mean, yeah, it's great, you know, Robert's going to win enough awards here. I think Alfred deserves this one.
Absolutely. No, I mean, they're both going to hopefully be here for quite a long time. And yes, here's my thing, going back to my luck thing. I'm sick and tired of the whole, everybody says, I don't buy the whole, like I was saying, every team that team was behind, they did so much. And I'm with you with the coaching staff, especially with Pagano not being there and missing several games, you know, that the assistant coach, that everyone just came together. And you saw that. Maybe it was emotional, kind of like the Washington Redskins. There's something special going on in that locker room, just like there is here.
Different situation. Different, yeah.
Different situation. But still, there's something out of the normal, I think. But again, going back to my Washington Redskins, whether it's Robert Griffin III, and that's my pick. But still, the Washington Redskins being there and having these, Robert is that, hey, we were a franchise that was down for quite a little bit. The injury bugs got us quite a bit too. This season has gotten us for quite some time. We've struggled in so many ways. And look at the run. Look at what this team has put together. Look at the pieces. We have guys on the secondary you haven't even heard, fans, really maybe two or three times. But these guys are getting it together. They're getting the job done. And they're all rallying behind this one leader. This kid, Robert Griffin III, is breaking records. It's a guy who seems like he's been in the league for a very long time. So that is why I don't feel bad. Robert's my choice. Alfred's my close second. But that's why I don't really care for Andrew Luck's whole, you know, that team was really bad. Because the Redskins were really bad too for quite some time. And look at that 360 turnaround that both teams have had in different situations. I'm going Robert Griffin III. But I love, just like you're saying, man, Alfred Morris, just like a lot of people, they love this kid. This kid has been a pleasant surprise. You could not have asked more for a 6th round pick.
I agree.
Jeez Louise.
All right.
SportsEvolutionRadio.com.
SportsEvolutionRadio.com. Let's get into Pro Bowl first.
Okay.
I heard on the radio on the way here that Robert has gotten the second most fan votes out of any quarterback in the NFC. And like
Any quarterback. Aaron and then
him.
Him.
Yeah.
Period.
Uh-huh. Oh, it was any quarterback?
Any quarterback.
Oh, wow. That says a lot. Whew. Wow.
Maybe I'm wrong.
And he was like top 5 voting overall. Yeah. But that's a fan vote. It's crazy. I mean, it says a lot.
That's special.
I'm excited. I think we have a lot of guys on this team who have really stepped up, you know, in the right time to hopefully get some Pro Bowl votes. I know that's kind of the last thing on a lot of guys' mind right now because we have such a big task ahead of us in Dallas, the NFC Championship on the line and things like that. But you know, for a guy like London Fletcher, who has been to the Pro Bowl twice, but both times were as alternates, where somebody else couldn't go. Last year, Fletch led the league in tackles with like 160, right? Over 160 tackles last year, and is an alternate to go to the Pro Bowl. And the only reason he was able to go is because Urlacher was hurt and couldn't go. He had like 35 plus more tackles than any other linebacker voted.
It's pretty ridiculous.
You know what I mean? That's 3 games of tackles for some guys. You know, like unreal stuff. The guy's got, is it 5 or 6 picks now?
I do not know that number.
I believe it's 5. It's irrelevant. The man is a machine. He's 37 years old now, and is still performing at such a high level, and is still leading our defense and doing such big things. I mean, the guy...
5.
He's got 5 picks this year. He's got 128 tackles so far. He forced another fumble. I mean, the guy... Unreal. Unreal what he's doing. I'm hoping that you Washington Redskins fans out there have done your due diligence and voted that man to the Pro Bowl. Please, I'm begging you. We'll find out in a couple hours, but begging. He deserves it. Deserves to be voted #1 guy.
So, Pro Bowl for you guys, is it? I mean, everything is an honor. I would imagine. I don't know if anything is an honor for me. You say my name, it's an honor. But what I'm saying, I just feel like I've gotten mixed emotions, maybe from the media and whatnot, that sometimes it just doesn't mean that much. Does it? Is it very, very meaningful if you're a player and you go to a Pro Bowl?
It depends, because a lot of times guys go that shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like for example, Lorenzo Alexander has never been to the Pro Bowl. That man is the best special teams player I've ever seen in my life, on any team, and he's never made it.
I didn't know that. I thought he made it at one point.
Never been.
Are you sure?
Never been.
I thought I saw him in Hawaii.
Never been.
What?
Never been. Yeah, unreal. Lorenzo Alexander.
He gets really close all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's always like 3rd in voting and top 2 go. It's so ridiculous.
Wow, that's nuts. I honestly thought that I honestly thought that he made it.
No, never been.
That's nuts.
No, you know, it's
not right.
It's pathetic that he's never been either. I mean, the man is an absolute force. He's double teamed every game on every special teams that he's on. Still comes out of every game with 2 or 3 tackles on special teams alone. I mean, the man is an absolute force.
And the tackles are monstrous.
Phenomenal. I mean,
monstrous.
Big hits every week. He had 2 against Cribs, 1 on a kickoff and 1 on a punt. Like, that's a man that is so evasive, most guys don't even get a chance to hit him. And like, he had 2 big hits. I mean, and that's one game that we're talking about. The dude has literally performed year in and year out on special teams and has not been able to get a special teams nod.
Lorenzo Alexander's agent apparently just tweeted that he made the Pro Bowl.
Shut up.
No, that's what I was just looking at. Where the heck did it go?
Ooh.
Here.
No.
Oh, right here.
You got rid of him. Oh, there it is. I don't know.
No, I did get rid of it. But, yeah. He apparently just made the Pro Bowl.
Yes!
So, congratulations,
Congratulations, Lorenzo, after my rant. Look at that. Woo!
Wow.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
That's awesome. That guy, if he deserves it. I mean, wow. And not only is he a special teams standout, which that's his push that has been for quite some time, several seasons, to make the Pro Bowl as a special teamer, but this season he has been asked to step in and play as a linebacker in this scheme for the Washington Redskins. And the guy, he's done a phenomenal job, not only on special teams, defense. I mean, the guy has played offense during his career. This guy, he's called the nickname One Man Gang for a reason. He literally has played not every position, but a lot of positions in this game.
Fullback, guard.
Fullback, I didn't know that.
D tackle.
Imagine Lorenzo as a
inside
fullback.
linebacker, outside linebacker. I mean, the man has played 7 positions on the offense and defense. Has played on all 6 special teams. He's a force. A force.
Wow. Yeah, I would pee my pants if I saw him as a fullback coming after me.
That was when he was like 300 pounds too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. I hope that it continues for the Washington Redskins. Lorenzo is only the first.
Wow, that's the plan. Lorenzo's #1, and then we continue from there. But like you asked earlier, is it important? It's not necessarily important, but I think it's kind of something that you look at and say, you know, it's kind of an appreciation thing. You know, guys you know, your play is being noticed by other guys around the league, by other coaches, and by the fans. You know, it's kind of something that you appreciate more than anything. For a guy that's never been, I mean, I would love to go in a heartbeat. You get a free trip to Hawaii for a week. I mean, it sounds like a wonderful time. Unfortunately, long snappers don't get to vote or don't get voted in, which is really stupid. I could rant about that too. But
how do they make it? Because Ethan made it.
Yeah.
How do you guys make it?
The coaches for the Pro Bowl, so whatever team loses the championship games, their coaching staff coaches the Pro Bowl. They pick the long snapper.
What?
Stupid as it is. So usually it comes down to whatever punter makes it. If they've got a veteran snapper, they'll take him. But like if Sav makes it, I doubt they would pick me because I'm young. They would take a vet over me.
What?
They would give which is understandable. They would give a guy who's been in for 12 years. They would probably give him, who's never made it to a Pro Bowl. They would probably give him the nod over me. But
that doesn't do Mr. 57 any good.
No.
That's crap.
I understand you got to earn your stripes and things like that, but
give it an opportunity, man.
We should at least be voted.
Yeah, I mean, really, at that point, let the people decide.
There should be a fan vote.
Let the people decide.
Right?
You guys are positioned.
Hey, we're football players too.
By the way, did you get killed on the last the field goal that Kai did?
Oh, a couple of them, yeah.
The last one, did you get really killed on the last one? I thought I saw you just like flat.
I did.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing it back up.
SportsEvolutionRadio.com. But I just brought more attention to number 57 when he's snapping the ball during the games and the field goals.
My back still hurts.
I had never paid attention to the snapper. Now that's all I watch. So you know what? It happens.
Actually, that's funny you say that. On that one, somehow the guy that hit me came from this way, and his helmet got up under my pad right here, and I got a massive, like, big scrape and bruise on my back.
Really?
Yeah, his face mask just.
That's lovely.
That was awful.
Those hurt. I got hit. I played lacrosse. I got hit by a helmet. This dude ran his helmet. I have a bone that built up where I got hit, and it's harder there than everywhere else. I'm just saying. That's my only.
It's a pretty impressive story.
Thank you. He's like, that's the only thing that happened to you.
This one time I heard about this guy playing with a broken arm. A whole half. Man, that man is a legend. A legend, I tell you.
That's awesome. All right, so let's get into. Oh, one last thing before, real quick. Just one question. Megatron, Calvin Johnson broke Jerry Rice's record for the most catches receiving in one season. Receiving yards in one season. Do you think that really matters? Let me tell you what I think. One of those things. The Lions, not a very good team, playing from behind, throw the ball like crazy, different game. Jerry Rice did that in different time, different ways. I just feel like these guys are just playing from behind and they're just launching the ball, and they do have one guy who's gonna catch the ball. Yes, he's amazing, but I just don't see the whole. I'm not impressed like I was with that record, Jerry Rice and that quarterback throwing it to him. You know what I mean? It just doesn't mean the same to me.
I guess here's my take. The Cardinals have played from behind all year long, and how many receiving yards does Larry Fitzgerald have?
Yeah.
And he is an elite receiver. An elite receiver.
Okay. I know, but just that record.
You know, I get it.
To you, it's a record. I mean, it still means the same.
It's impressive to me, but no, it's impressive all the way around.
Okay.
You kidding me?
I'm just hating.
You know how many yards that is?
I guess if I caught 1 yard, I'd be peeing my pants. So
yeah,
let me start there.
You almost. I mean, that's a stupid amount of yards. So like, what is it average? Like 120 a game or something?
That is pretty
130 a game.
Ridiculous. I mean, to break it, I think he got over 200 that game.
Yeah.
To make that.
He could hit 2,000 with like 160 yards this week.
When you look at the names
or 140
that were up there, and how many players have gotten consecutive,
10-yard catch games.
Yeah, in 200-yard games, I think. There's like very little of them.
Oh yeah.
And he's up there, and he's breaking records. So the guy is impressive.
But the game has changed. The defenses have changed. The way you're allowed to hit players have changed.
Maybe
defensive players, honestly, a lot of them, just because they're so scared of getting fined, they don't want to hit guys.
Maybe I just don't like. Maybe it's my whole problem is not I don't like him because I don't know him, but Stafford ticks me off.
I don't like Stafford.
He's just too cocky in
He's such a
everything he
tool.
does. He ticks me off. Like, I just don't like the guy. You know what I mean? Whatever.
But I like Calvin a lot. I like him a lot. I met him. Super, super nice guy. He was to me. And he's a freaking freak. An absolute freak.
Like, oh, big boom.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we played Carolina last year.
Lions.
I'm sorry, we played Detroit last year. I'm thinking of Cam Newton too. I made it a point that when he was on the field in pregame to go stand next to him. Just, Jesus, man! I mean, the man is giant. His legs come up to here. His on his arms. I mean, he's an unbelievable specimen of human being. It's unreal. I'm happy for him. Not necessarily. Don't really care about Matt, but you know, I think it's a very impressive record, but I think it's less impressive than Jerry's.
Yes, maybe that's where I'll give him the benefit because I like the wide receiver. Don't care for the quarterback. Don't care for the same thing, and I'm not as impressed as Jerry. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. SportsEvolutionRadio.com. So let's get into Dallas week, people. This is what you've been waiting for. Your Washington Redskins are playing. The game, not only is it an exciting NFC East who determines the winner of the dang division, but it got moved to Sunday night, Flex, NBC. A whole world will be watching.
And let me tell you how I feel about that. I'm upset about it.
Why?
Are you kidding me?
I was just saying,
now
you're being sarcastic?
Now that it's been snowing, you know how cold it's going to be on Sunday night?
Yeah.
It was going to be nice 40-degree weather during the day. Now we got like a high of 28.
You know what I heard today?
Sweet.
But I love it, though, because today I saw that Pro Football Talk did a little article about how Garrett came out saying that they're not prepared. their record's really, it's like 4-20 or something ridiculous. Maybe I'm making that up.
In the last game of the
really
year?
bad in cold.
Oh.
In cold.
You know their record is
cold games.
or Tony's record is like 2-10 in the last. No, Dallas's record like the past 12 years is 2-10 on the last game of the year.
Really? In 2008 was the last time they beat the Washington Redskins at FedEx Field on a cold winter day, and so again today they practiced in the bubble. Did you guys practice in the bubble today?
No, they were outside today. I heard.
I saw that article said that they were going to be in the bubble because the outside was covered in ice. But tomorrow they're going to return.
Because I heard it was in the 20s in Dallas today, and they were supposed to practice outside.
They were, and then there's ice everywhere, so they moved it to the bubble.
Oh yeah, we were in the bubble today.
You were in the bubble too?
It was freaking snowing.
So they actually, the way that article was written, it was a big disadvantage that the Cowboys practiced in the bubble today.
Probably was.
What you guys practiced in the bubble today though? But you guys are used to this cold weather. Is that what you're saying?
Practicing it twice. I mean.
So what's the difference between them and the Washington
I hate
Redskins?
the cold weather. I'm not a fan. I'm saying
why
are we better than
that?
that?
It's a disadvantage to practice in the bubble today as opposed to outside.
I don't think it was a disadvantage at all for us.
Right.
But this is Redskin weather. We practice in it every day. I mean, we get 30-mile-an-hour wind every Wednesday when we have a pump period. You kidding me? It sucks. It's awful. But I mean, it works because when we get to Cleveland and Philly and there's a ton of crosswinds, I look at Sav and go, well, it's a good thing we practice this every twice a week when we're outdoors. Like, you know, it sucks, but it actually makes us a whole lot better. You know, we practice on crappy practice fields that are hard, frozen, tore up, just like our game field's going to be. So, I mean, honestly, we are definitely prepared for this, but not excited that it's going to be at night because it's going to be that much colder and probably snowing. But I'd rather have it snow than rain.
Yes.
Easily.
But, okay, now, why? By the way, aren't they both slippery? Obviously, one's going to be slipperier than another.
Rain is way slipperier.
Yeah, but, I mean, snow is... You'd rather not have it snow, though.
I'd rather not have it snow, but I'd rather... If it's going to do one or the other, I'd rather have it snow than rain.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'll be out there on Sunday with no sleeves on.
So what you know what? Every game that I watch, no matter if it's the Redskins or not, and I see different players go out in sleeves or not, I'm like, I don't know how I would play this game today. Honestly, I'm like, I start to think, I'm like, okay, if I put my sleeves on, and it's butt cold and snowing and raining, and I'm getting hit in the ground every single time, that sleeve is gonna be wetter, I feel like, than me not having it. So like that's where my thinking is. Again, I haven't played. Am I right?
Well, I try not to be on the ground a lot, but it does happen sometimes, and it will happen this week because Dallas is freaking field goal rush just decides to crush me every time like they did last when we were there for Thanksgiving. But for me, honestly, I don't like the restriction. Everything I do with snapping, I gotta have my arms all the way out here, and to have something, you know, pulling back on me really annoys me. So I just don't do it. We have heaters on the sideline, heated benches. I wear a jacket. You know, I get
heated benches.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
Heated
so
benches.
your butt's warm.
Everything's warm. Back, butt, thighs.
What?
You got air, hot air coming up on your feet.
What?
I mean, it's awesome.
That's cool. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, and then they got next to those, they've got these big torches, like blowers, that blow freaking fire at you. Literally, like you can see the flames, just hot air flowing at you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, it works when it's freezing cold, but yeah, no sleep for me.
Well, it's exciting. Let's go back to it. 6-game winning streak. 3-6 was your record in the Washington Redskins record in the bye.
Remember when we did this?
I told
this show during the
and
bye.
I didn't give you much credit. Is
No,
that what you're trying to get at?
remember when we did this show right before the bye, and you asked me. No, I called into your show. I called into Clutch when I was in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what do you think? You know, what are the advantages of the bye right now? How do you think everything's going? And I said, you know what? I think it's going to be awesome for us. I think it's going to give everybody an opportunity to get away from the game, not think about football for a week, get their body healthy, and come back refocused and excited to play the next 7 games. I think we're going to go on a real streak. What happened?
I mean,
boom!
I have eaten my words. Don't get me wrong.
Call
I have
me
eaten every word I
Genie
said.
from Aladdin, but I can tell the future.
The Washington Redskins have made a lot of people
Or not
eat their
Genie.
words.
Call me somebody else.
You guys have made everybody pretty much eat their words. Nobody. I mean, I honestly said there was going to be 1 or 2 more wins than last year. Wrong. Wrong 110%. A lot of people were wrong there. A lot of people were wrong about Robert. Oh, gave up too much. Okay. Look at the offensive line. Okay. You know, look at everyone coming together.
Our offensive line had started as a unit. Had all 5 guys had started 14 games in a row together. Until Tyler got a concussion, and he would have played had they let him.
They didn't.
Because
He'll be
he
back
still
this
had
week.
it.
That's exciting.
Yeah, but I mean, all 5 guys. I mean, how often can you say your offensive line has started 14 games in a row all together? You know, that's tough to say, especially with Trent battling injuries all year. You know what I mean? Corey coming off the just most disgusting knee tear ever. He tore everything in his knee and then had surgery in training camp and starts 15 games in a row. I mean, it says a lot about those guys' toughness. It says a ton about their toughness to be able to play as physically demanding as this sport is on their bodies, to be able to play as many games in a row as they have. I think I tip my hat to them for sure.
Trent Williams, Pro Bowl?
Hope so. He's playing like a Pro Bowler. He is for sure playing like a Pro Bowler. This is his best year by far. By far. And I think our lockers are right next to each other, and he's changed a lot. I mean, dramatically over the past 2 years.
How so?
He's grown up.
Really?
Oh, man, has he grown up. When you're drafted 4th overall, I think there's just somewhat of a, I don't want to say a cockiness, but a confidence that comes with that. You know, especially at tackle. You know, you're one of the first tackles taken. You know, I'm the best there is. It's one of the highest paid positions in the league. You know, I think he kind of had, was a little overconfident. He studies more. He watches more film. He cares more about practice. I mean, I see him hustling more in practice. I see him talking more in practice. I mean, he's become so much more of a leader to this team than I ever thought he would be at this point in his career. And he's become such a better player because of it. And I mean, it's crazy. I can see it on a day-to-day basis because our lockers are next to each other. I mean, he is honestly, he has surprised me, and I'm really, really excited about being surprised about it.
I don't want to bring a negative into the picture, but do you think the incident with the whole
Yes.
Puff Puff Give made a whole...
Yeah, I think it was a reality check.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's one of those things where guys come in from college and their entire lives, I mean, I'll be honest with you, you know, a lot of guys, their entire lives, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, they've been, oh, you know, it's okay you didn't pass that test, or it's okay this didn't happen. You know, you're still. Let me just show you the way. You know, and yeah, you can. You know, you're good. You're good. You know, oh, let me do this for you. You know, oh, you know, it's okay because you are the caliber athlete that you are. It's okay in college if you screw up because we need you on Saturday. Honestly, it's no longer like that in the NFL. You're a grown-ass man, and they expect you to perform and act like one on an everyday basis.
That's awesome.
And I think for him to be suspended 4 games for what he was suspended for, I think it was a real reality check for him. And to lose as much money as he lost? You kidding me? I think it was a real slap in the face to him, you know, and I think he took it extremely personally. You know, he knows he let us down as teammates. He knows he let our coaching staff down. He knows he let our fans down for something that's really not important, you know? And I think he looked at himself in the mirror and said, you know, if I ever want to be a true leader of this team, I can never let that happen again. I have to change my actions drastically, and I think he did. And he's become such a better player because of it. And all around. I mean, everything has changed by him, and I love it. I love it.
Have you seen his gorilla chain?
Yeah.
Is it pretty intense?
Yeah. All of his jewelry is intense.
Is it?
That thing is
that's the only thing I know of. But
that thing is unreal.
Would you get one of those?
No.
Never.
He's got some pretty unreal tattoos too.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me one. No mermaids or anything like that.
No, on his back. He's got an entire back piece. And it's
like you?
Nah, his isn't color, but and it's not as big as mine. He's got a bigger back, but it's not like as long. But you've seen the movie, the new Planet of the Apes?
Okay, no.
You haven't seen the new Planet of the Apes?
Not the new one.
Oh my God, what are you doing with your life?
Working.
You know what a gorilla looks like? The big, you know, fists on the ground.
Yeah,
it's a big ass gorilla. Fists on the ground, looking at you like this.
On his back?
On his back, and it says Silverback.
Oh my gosh!
That's his nickname, is Silverback.
Of course.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Mine's Mowgli.
What is something funny?
What?
You know the movie The Jungle Book, the one that they made with humans?
Of course.
Did you ever see that one?
Yeah.
Not the cartoon, the other regular one? Okay. This guy that my mom worked with at Taser, his name is Hans Marrero. He was in the Marines forever. Retired Marine. Recently, he was a hand-to-hand combat instructor for the Marines for years, but had a job at Taser because he was at one point in his life considered one of the 10 toughest men in the world. They make a list, and he was on it.
Wow.
Crazy, crazy stuff. But you know, they wanted to prove that even the Taser can still take down one of the 10 toughest guys in the world, and sure enough, it did. His son, when he was a baby, played Mowgli as the baby in the Jungle Book.
That's crazy.
Right?
Small world after all, man.
Right? I think his son's is like, maybe like 5 years younger than me.
What?
Yeah, he's like 20 now. Good kid. He's got great kids. But, yeah, interesting, huh?
That's pretty cool.
Right?
It's a small dang world.
It is.
All right.
Who else, if you had to name... Actually, let's go back to this 6-game win streak. I joke around. And I say, oh, we're undefeated with me playing, blah, blah, blah. You know, the Sundberg effect. It's funny, yeah. But I think if you look at it, and I wanted to do this before today, but you wanted to do the show earlier, so I wasn't able to get to it because I had some stuff to do before I came today. Net punting is one of the most important stats in football. Flipping the field. You know, yeah, we don't get a first down, we got a punt. Where are they going to start their drive? And we break things down as a team. You know, in the beginning of the year, our special teams coach shows us, you know, a piece of paper with a picture of the field on it. And starting drives, you know, the position where you start where an offense starts a drive, depending on where it is, there are percentages over the past, you know, 20 years or however many years it is that teams score when they start from different positions. So if you start inside the 5, it's a 4% chance that you'll score a touchdown. If you start inside the 10, it's a 10% or 8. Inside the 15 is this percent. Inside the 20 is this, and this. It's a crazy stat, and sure enough, holds true every single year. Every year, it's unreal. But flipping the field is, you know, one of the most important stats in football, at least, especially for, you know, a team that cares about special teams. I think Sav's been punting a whole lot better. He's become more comfortable since I've been back. Our net punt, our net average is growing. Our he's been crushing the ball lately. He's been able to get into more of a rhythm and has just been smashing the ball. I think that has a lot to do because we're forcing other teams to start further back than they would had he not been punting as well. I think that has a direct effect on our win-loss ratio.
Oh, sure, of course.
So I'm not going to point any fingers or pat any
Sunberg
backs,
effect?
but Sunberg effect.
It is at it again. Of course, man. No, you know, like I've told you, and I say it every show, is that I think it's pretty impressive knowing you, knowing what you've gone through this season with your broken arm, knowing Graham Gano was out, you bring Cundiff, and then he gets cut, and then you bring in Kai, having Sav and Kai for what? Couple less than 5 weeks together, I guess, before you joined, having Snow. I mean, so many different things happened with the special teams unit. Only 3 guys, but these 3 guys were in and out and not really there together as a team, as a group this season. I'm so impressed with what you guys have done. I don't know the stats. I don't see those numbers. I don't know any of that. But having a kicker go 17 for 17, I've realized that with you being my co-host now more than ever this is a unit. And Kai is 17 for 17 because everybody's pulling it together from the snap to the hole to the kick. And just like you're saying now, kickoffs and everything, it's a unit. It's just pretty impressive when you see that. I mean, you had so many people hating on Twitter, on Facebook when kicks were missed. Special teams this, oh, Danny Smith. You don't hear any special teams talk. No Danny Smith talk. Now you hear, oh, we're going to break a record. Oh, look what we're doing. Oh, 7. Oh, perfect still. Perfect, perfect. That's the talk that you hear nowadays. And there's always, you know, today I even heard it's completely different, but John Feinstein was on 106.7 The Fan. He was saying that you don't hear about Dan Snyder doing any charity work until he's doing the actual event. He wants everybody to come and cover it, you know. But it's the cool people that do the charity work. Nobody ever hears that it still gets done when the coaches and the players visit these hospitals and these places, and nobody ever knows. Minus the patients, minus the people, and that's really all that matters. It's kind of like the same concept that you hear Kai, you hear this beautiful Kai, 17 for 17 perfection. But you forget the people behind the scenes.
Well, there's so much more that goes into it too than just kicking the ball.
Of course.
And I think, well, that's what a lot of people don't understand. I mean, it's pretty known. Most people, when it's 4th down or a punt or a kickoff, any special teams play, it's time to get up and grab a beer, or time to take a piss, or whatever it may be. But I mean, his record is impressive. It's extremely impressive. It's impressive to us. I mean, I haven't been with a guy who's made 17 in a row ever. I mean, high school, college, NFL, I mean, nothing. You know, I mean, it's super impressive. Especially for such a young guy who really has just kind of he came in calm, but has, you know, not let himself get overwhelmed with the pressures of the NFL. You know, there are a ton. I could create a list for you. But, you know, has just gone out there and let his body react to situations. He's had trust in himself, trust in his muscle memory. He's just gone out there and swung his leg, and it's worked. You know, it's exciting. It's exciting for all of us. I know he's super excited about it. So, you know, it's a lot of fun.
And a big leg that this guy has. I mean, this past game against the Philadelphia Eagles, he hit a 47 and a 49-yarder. Most of these kicks that Kai is hitting are big, over 40-yard kicks, and he's just got a big leg. It's a beautiful thing. And not only does he have a big leg, but these kicks, and you see it firsthand, Nick, these are right down the center.
Yeah.
With some to give.
Yeah.
Every time. It's awesome. It's definitely awesome. So, SportsEvolutionRadio.com. By the way, this is our last regular season show. So, it's pretty exciting. I want to thank you, Nick, first of all, for doing this with me for the whole season. I've been doing Clutch Sports Radio, my other show, for going on 2 years now. I had great success. I've interviewed close to 100 athletes in the past almost 2 years. It's been awesome. But I haven't had an experience quite like this season, being able to team up with you as my co-host, having Nick. So I didn't even plan on saying this, but I just want to let you know, and I've said it on the show, I've learned a lot from you this season, and I've had a lot of fun with you. I've had a lot of fun with the guys that we brought through here. So I just wanted to say congratulations, dude. I've seen you do awesome things this season. I've been proud of you as your friend, man, from seeing what you've gone through, dude. Now you see that people before, just a couple weeks ago, my arm was bigger than his. I'm just kidding. It was never bigger. No, but like just seeing the whole, your arm and you evolving in this team, dude. Just I wanted to thank you for the opportunity of letting me do this show with you. Because like I said, man, I think I've grown as a football fan and my football knowledge, and it's just been tons of fun, So that's all.
Hey,
that was my emotional
moment. Thank you, by the way, for all of that.
No problem.
But
what's up?
Can't say this is our last show.
No, regular season.
I thought you said regular season.
Regular season.
That
was key on that because we're going all the way, baby.
Yeah.
But regular season, last regular season show.
Okay, good.
So what else? Let's go ahead and what are your keys to this game? Really, the Washington Redskins, Cowboys face Sunday night. You know, both teams are going to bring their best. What do you think is going to happen? What's the key to the game? Tony Romo, Des Bryant, Robert Griffin III, that knee brace, is he going to be all together? They say, you know, I heard LeVar saying today that the third game is typically the best feeling that you're going to feel as a player when you go down with a little something. So, exciting. What do you think is going to happen come Sunday night?
We're definitely winning. How it happens, I don't know. I think it's going to be... I know it's going to be a hard-fought game. You know they're bringing their A game, and you know we are too. You know, I think it's one of those games where, honestly, it could come down to the last possession. But I think honestly, we're going to run the crap out of the ball. I think that's going to set up Robert for play action. I think he's going to have a field day out there. And I think he's going to go out and have fun, throw the ball, run the ball. Honestly, I think he's going to feel better than he did last week. And I think he's going to run more, and he's going to run more confident than he did last week. I think they're going to give him more opportunities to do that, and I think he's going to have a field day. Honestly, I think our defense is going to step up again. I don't know if it's going to be like the last time when we played them on Thanksgiving, where, you know, the first 3 quarters, you know, we completely shut them out. But, you know, I think it's going to be. Honestly, I think it's going to be a much better showing than anybody believes. I think I'm a believer that our front seven is going to get I think we're going to have another 5-sack game like we did last week. You know,
awesome.
I think it's going to be another one of those games where we get a ton of pressure on Tony and force him into some terrible decisions like he is used to making.
I love it.
So, with that being said, if we pull a victory and come out, and we talk to you again next week as NFC East champions.
Wow, how exciting is that? And people, I've never been. It's been quite some time since I remember having an NFC East championship team here. So I'm really excited. I hope that we Washington Redskins get a seventh win in a row. How exciting is that? And like I said, people, everyone, friends, thank you so much for checking us out this season. SportsEvolutionRadio.com. Thank you for your support there. Thank you for your support on Twitter. Thank you for also purchasing the Sunburget t-shirts. Tons of you people did that.
Yeah, check them out too. Sunburget.com. We've got 3 different options on there if you want to pick a shirt. Wear them to the game underneath your jackets that you're going to be wearing on Sunday. They're good luck. Wear them at home while you're watching the game because they're good luck. But yeah, check them out. We got 3 options for you. Sunburget.com. Real easy website to find. Again, give us a follow on Twitter at SportsEvoRadio. That's SportsEVO Radio. Like us on Facebook, Sports Evolution Radio. Just all you gotta do is search it. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at Nick Sunberg. Oh, by the way, don't forget, follow Kai Forbath on Twitter. Once he gets to 15,000 fans, he's giving away the shoe they wore to make his first, 10 kicks or something like that. So give Kai a follow on Twitter too, and hopefully you'll be the lucky one to win that shoe. I tried to talk him into giving it to me, by the way, but he wouldn't do it. Right.
Trust me, I tried too, people. I didn't have a chance at all.
And follow Darwin at Darwin Sports. So yeah, one more thing, pickfactor.com/auction. Go on there. A bunch of good items going for sale. John Wall basketball, some Caps stuff, football, team signed football from my team, the Redskins. Everything, all the money made from that is going to the Red Cross, Sandy Relief Funds. Wonderful cause. They need the money. Help them out, and you get to go home with an awesome prize. So, what else you got?
That's it. Every Friday Pick Factor adds new collectibles. So this Friday it's either going to be a LeVar Arrington signed football or a Darryl Green signed football, and there's a Raiders signed team football, Denver Broncos coming up. So keep checking back pickfactor.com for more information on those. Now that's all I have, my man. Go Redskins.
Beat Dallas.
See you when we see you. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Hopefully see you
next week.
SportsEvolutionRadio.com.
See you soon.